Last time on Opportunity Roll, our party decided that it was probably a good time to tell Martha finally about Jason's current situation, which was mostly unknown, causing her to fuss in her motherly, loved way, as usual. Finn finally confronted Callisto about her avoiding him all the time since his reappearance, and she promptly punched him in the face. After that, Castor and Zereth took a trip outside to talk about feelings, particularly what to do when they have them. And during that time, an assassin marked Zereth for death. The assassin was later linked to a mysterious mercenary, a plate-mailed mercenary, who somehow knows that our cart is a guild hall, or at least a place of rest. Finally, Finn and Soot had a little bit of a dream-walking episode, where Finn experienced hallucinations, they both experienced hallucinations of a large shadowy creature attacking the dream realm, which appeared to be approximately what they both knew to be the crystal's domain, along with Arwen, who professed or continued to cry beneath the table and looked very distressed. Soot and Castor had it out a bit with regards to priorities, but eventually Soot declared their intent to try to bring justice to their father, as we decided that Blarg would be our next destination as soon as our curfew ran out on our stay in Handsome.
Jace, I'm just going to let you know that you appealed to my sensibilities more than Castor's because you used the J word.
Also, we did forget one other important detail. Castor tried to send to Matthew and got the Lotus Inn reception.
I got sent to the reception desk of the Lotus Eaters.
Thank you for calling the Lotus Eaters. How can I help you? I had a lot of fun with that voice.
Jace used the J word at me, which made me go, okay.
Well, I think the very last thing that happened was Soot and Finn were in the dream world. You had been struck and woken up. The Jabberwockies.
That's the J word.
I got hit very bad because of my natural one saved.
When you wake up, though, you're going to have this weird feeling on your back, kind of like somebody's got tape on it a little bit.
Is it visible, or is it in that spot, or a spot on my back that it's like not?
So this is Finn.
Okay.
It's not really something you can see. Feels like it's under the shirt. Yeah.
Well, first thing Finn will sit up, and we didn't do introductions.
Oh, yeah, we gotta do intros. So let's go ahead and do introductions. Let's go ahead and start with Rodeo.
Oh, hello everyone. I'm Max or Rodeo, and I play Castor, your grave cleric Azamar.
Z-Man Ultra.
Hi, I'm Chris, and I'll be playing Zereth, your human monk of the old light.
Jace.
Hello, this is Jace. I play Soot, the human fighter.
Izzeay.
Howdy, I'm Izzeay. I play Martha, the dwarven cleric.
Dust.
Hello, I am Dust, and I will be playing Finn, the human bard.
Alex.
Corey, you know I have a cough. Why are you doing this to me?
It's funny.
Fair. Hi, I'm Alex, and I will be playing Callisto, your tiefling druid of the moon.
All right, is that everyone? I think that's everyone. You guys know me. I'm Corey. I'm the Diggity Dungeon Disaster DJ. Anyway, so again, yes, the tape on the back.
Is it like burning or
No,
any?
just feels out of place. You know, it's just like, oh, that wasn't. It's kind of like when you find a mole on yourself, and you're just like, I didn't even know that existed. You know?
Yeah. Uh, the Guildhall has like a washroom or something, right?
Yes.
First thing, Finn's going to get up, see he's not in his own room, and then go walk out the door to go to the washroom. Kind of splash water on his face, and then he'll take off his jacket and his shirt and see if he can I don't know if there's a mirror or something in there that he can try to see what happened.
So you kind of like take your shirt down, and at these old times they'd have a copper lined mirror, I believe,
Mhm.
something like that. It's like silver mirror. And you'll see these 3 large scarred gash marks across his back.
Mm.
Just scarred tissue. No wound.
Do I feel any different?
No, you feel fine. Just some new scars.
Okay. Well, can I poke at one, see if it it's tender?
Sure. I mean, feeling it, it's strange because it's not a scar that you're used to. The texture of it is rough, like most
Mm.
scar tissue. You know, it's got that feel to it that, you know, it just doesn't ply well. You can feel it's pretty deep, but no pain.
Okay. All right. So we just leave that alone for now, and he will put his shirt and coat back on, and walk out and see if anybody else is up.
Castor's awake.
I assume Soot is awake at this point.
Actually, we had just left off letting that guy out the door. The assassin who came to sell us wood.
Who we do not know is an assassin.
Not completely, but there's reasonable inference.
So, everybody up? Be ready to
Who
head
wants
out?
brick? Or
Isn't it like still middle of the night, or is it morning?
it is
now?
middle of night, but never too
Morning.
early for breakfast.
No, we wrapped it up and had everybody's dreams. So we're early the next morning. So it's the 9th, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so it is the morning of the 9th. Yeah, I would make it Castor's birthday.
Castor looks like absolute garbage coming to the kitchen to get breakfast from Martha. It doesn't look like he slept much last night. He was keeping watch.
Birthday pancakes. Not her best pancakes, but he's getting a big stack of them.
Castor, maybe you might want to try sleeping on our when we travel out, because you look like, well, dead
You look
warmed
like
over.
shit, honey.
Yes.
Castor's gonna look offended at both of you.
Also, can I pull Soot aside?
You sure can.
He's gonna as he sees you walk in the kitchen, he's gonna turn and pull you out of the kitchen.
Okay, I was going to get some pancakes, but I guess I'll wait. It's Castor should probably get first pick.
What do you remember about the dream? Do you even remember?
Subtle kind of like close their eyes and kind of like, like really like close them really hard, like thinking hard. Not much. It kind of takes me a minute. I have to really focus on it, but also not focus on it. Kind of Zen state type thing, but that's I'll remember it later.
So that's it. You just can't remember it.
Not right now. No, I mean I remember. That's not the first time I've. Presumably, I visited you. I think that might be the first time I visited you, but that's not the first time I've dreamwalked. So, actually, I mean that isn't the first time I've seen it. No, to answer your question, no, I don't remember right now.
Oh, then it's not important. Let's go get some pancakes before Castor eats them all.
You're gonna see Castor walking out of the room with his pancakes in his hand, going to the other room, and he's gonna be grumbling. He's like, "Everybody telling me I look like shit on my birthday."
Just because it's your birthday doesn't mean we have to lie to you.
Soot, upon hearing that, will look panicked, and then we'll run into their room.
Callisto is gonna wake up and like druid craft a little poppy for Castor because she has various seeds on her person. I'm just gonna. Is that cool if I can just druid craft a poppy? Okay, I'm gonna druid craft a little poppy for Castor, and then as she's walking in, she accidentally sees Finn and bolts out of the room with the poppy.
Ah, great, that again. I swear, you try to talk to somebody and they punch you and now they run from you.
Would you like someone to punch you and stay? Oh wait, I'm in my room. Got him! Not me metagaming.
So, is our... well, I guess everybody's out of the room, so I'll just go get me some pancakes and sit and eat while everybody's off doing their own thing.
Zereth will sit down and get some pancakes, and but crossing the room to do so, he'll roughly grab Castor by the collar and take something papery and shove it down the front of his shirt, and then give him a pat on the back as he continues to walk away.
As you pat him on the back, he'll drop his pancakes on the floor. And he'll like look at them like just mortified. He's very tired and he's not all about himself right now. He's like looking down his shirt and then looking at the pancakes on the floor. And he'll take the paper out and he'll look at it. About what size is this paper? Is it just like a folded paper?
So it's an envelope, actually.
Okay.
And it seems to be of crappy quality.
Okay, he'll open the envelope.
But there's something bulbous inside, like something hard, like an acorn maybe. Yeah, it just has a C on the where there might be a seal, but obviously it's too simple for a wax seal. So.
Okay, he'll open the envelope.
So out will come a bead.
A bead.
And a bead. It's silver and blue. And there will also be a small slip of paper with a note. And the note is clearly in Zereth's handwriting, which is remarkably clean and elegant. But it says, "You are never so poor that you cannot bless another."
He'll take that paper and he'll fold it up really nicely and he'll put it inside of his cloak pocket where he keeps the letters that that Finn had sent to Moment. That Moment gave him. And that's where he keeps his special notes. He'll keep that there. And then he'll just examine the bead. He likes the colors. Anything special about the bead that I should know?
I'm assuming that would require some checks or something, and I can fill in the rest. But what's your intelligence? Yeah, you can do checks for it and other actions.
My intelligence is a 10.
We did rolls for it, right? We've already done all that.
Oh yeah, we've done checks for the effects, but not for Castor's perceptions of what this could be. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, what would it be, like an Arcana roll? Well, my intelligence is 12. It's not bad.
I'll volunteer. This is the last piece that I'll give because Sarah's going on pancake duty. But with a 12 intelligence, you probably won't have any trouble identifying the fact that this bead is the same size and the hole the same width as the cord of your black pearl prayer necklace.
All right. Yeah, that'll definitely go on there. He's going to unlace his black pearl holy necklace and move it around so that the bead is in a place that's aesthetically pleasing. And then I'll put it back on. And he'll have a small smile now. He looks exhausted. He was kind of bummed that his pancakes fell on the floor, but he got a nice birthday gift from his friend Zereth.
Okay, so I did post this in the chat, but Soot is going to message Finn, like send a message to Finn. Do you have a hammer? You seem to be. I just need a quick favor if I could borrow a hammer.
It will reply back, if it's really important, I can make one. It won't last long, but
Honestly, I only need it for a couple of minutes. I forgot to get Castor a gift, and I'm kind of trying to make him one.
well, then Finn will go find Soot, go to his room. And would I still have like the lyre, like do I have to summon it, or is it just in my hands now? Like,
It's not really been summoned again since the last time.
well, I will try to summon it.
It will not listen.
Okay. You kind of see Finn like hold his hands out for a bit, and he's like, just closes them, and then he'll start humming a tune to actually use his ability of. Let's see, I gotta find it again.
Hey, you know who has a hammer?
Is
Who?
it Castor?
Castor.
I can't ask me like, hey, let me borrow something. Let me
Wait.
make you a gift.
No. Technically, you have the hammer because I put it in to bet with at the poker game. That
I don't need that big of a hammer. I need like a hammer.
This was a small dwarven like.
I thought it was a great hammer.
No. This is like a small, tiny little blacksmith hammer.
Oh, also, I'm pretty sure I gave that back. I'm pretty sure I was like, I don't want this or need this.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, Castor has it.
Yeah, he'll hum a tune, and the notes that come from his mouth will form into like a small hammer. Will it though?
Well, what?
Will I actually be able to make a hammer?
Yeah.
Okay, I was starting to get worried. Like maybe I lost my powers.
You have your powers. It's just it seems that summoning that seems to require something a little more than just magic.
Gotcha.
Uh,
All right.
Thank you. I appreciate this. And you'll see Soot has like taken some of their crossbow bolts and has like snapped the heads off of them. And like they're kind of arranged. It's probably about like 4 crossbow bolts. And then they just start like beating the crap out of them. Like just absolutely like smashing it. And like there's no way that like everybody in that like guild hall does not hear this. Like it is like presumably a wooden table. It's just like beating the crap out of it with a hammer. And so it'll turn to Finn and be like, "Thank you. I think I've got it from here." And then just what I'm trying to do, Corey, is I'd like to kind of do what Ron Swanson does in that episode of Parks and Rec, where he like makes a ring out of the like light
fixtures and like the copper wire and everything like that.
Like literally take the crossbow bolts and like hammer them out, and then like once you get iron is bendable, especially with Soot's strength, and like try to like form them into a ring and then kind of like hammer them into shape. I do not have proficiency, Soot does not have proficiency. This is the only thing I could think of that I had spare metal of.
All right, I guess give me a strength roll at 21.
Right.
I mean, it's a ring. I mean, it's
It ain't pretty.
Listen,
it's
a
not
ring-
pretty. It looks like a molten magma, basically, because it's
Hell
all
yeah.
like just kind of slagged together.
Soot will come out of their room looking so proud and just be like, "Castor, here you go," and just like place it in Castor's hands, like hold open as if like how a kid goes to like hold a bug that they're gonna put in your hand, and then we'll just kind of like place it in Castor's hand.
Corey, can
Happy
we have
birthday.
him make like an intelligence or some kind of check to see how well he sized it?
Sure.
See if this thing like falls off of my hand. I just
ahead and
just
so here's what we're gonna do. Give me a d20 flat.
Okay.
But you're gonna get advantage. Here's why: because your strength roll was a 21. So, I want to give advantage to that because that's a pretty dang good roll. So what we're gonna do is a flat roll 20 with a advantage. That's a +3. You need to get above a 16.
Nope.
No.
Almost.
So it's a little small.
Oh, a little small. That's fine. I'll just pop it on the pinky.
It's a pinky ring. Yeah, now you're fashionable.
Pinky ring.
Look at it. It looks pretty cool. The Castor likes it. Thank you. So was that what you were in there hammering away on?
I apologize for the last minute gift, but I figured it was better than going out shopping because I believe we should probably hit the road as soon as possible for many reasons.
You all realize you didn't need to get me anything. All of your friendship is enough.
I appreciate that sentiment, but the way I was raised, if you didn't get a gift, especially an expensive gift, then there was a bit of a row. So,
But aren't we going to kill your dad?
Whoa! No. I'm certainly not.
I thought you said we were going to bring him to justice and
We are
stop him
going
from
to
doing
bring him to
everything.
justice. The crimes of which he has committed, the sentence of which is death. But I am not going to be the one that serves that. I am not going to be judge, jury, or executioner. No. I will simply be the arbiter. No, the what is the catalyst of justice? That is what I will be.
Fair enough.
Soot, like, by the way, when you said that, Soot, like, it was like horror crossed their face. Not even like surprise, like just the like concept of all of that like flew through their mind and like back out so fast.
Castor will remember that.
You guys will hear a knock at the door.
I'll get it.
I'd like to answer it if that's okay.
Go for it.
Yeah. God damn it.
There's only one person in this town that seems to know that we're here. And I'd like to face them for once. And I'll open the door.
Everybody
So there'll
does
be
things too fast.
2 people. The first one is the high priest. He's a package. On top of it is written Castor. And the second person is a gentleman in green hair. He's not much to look at. I will say that. He's pretty simplistic. It is clear he has used one of the... It's called an appearance crystal. It allows you to alter certain colors of your appearances. You can usually use them for certain things like your eye color, your hair color. You can change your skin color if you wanted to. That's really kind of something that's out there. But this one seems to be somebody who's at least done it to their eye and hair color. They've done some sort of deep kind of grassy green. So let me go ahead and get a picture of that for you, put it in the post. They're a little bit on the heftier build. They have kind of a fair bit of muscle to them. And a few scars on the arms as well. Other than that, they wear kind of brown pants and adventurer boots with a large kind of brown backpack on their back.
Also, that guy is much to look at, Corey, if I may say so. But
What?
if you're like, I just love the he's not much to look at, but he's like a fairly handsome guy in the in-game
A
chat.
cutie patootie.
That's like a solid 7.
He's also pretty jacked.
Yeah.
But also, I will say, whenever I see the high priest, will run back to their room and grab the blueprints and hand them back to the high priest.
Oh, thank you.
And I'll pull out the charter. Because that was the agreement, was to chart the paths.
Yes.
And so I'll gracefully lay the charter out before him so he can stamp it with his seal.
Sorry, refresh my mind real quick.
We made a deal last minute to make the clarifying of the blueprints into a guild quest.
Into a guild quest. Okay, yeah. So he'll sign that. He's going to go ahead and give you 2 honors on the sheet. So he's going to give you 2 stamps.
Thank you.
Castor will stand up and come to the front door.
So the high priest will, of course, greet you with a hug. And he will give you the package that he has in front of him.
Castor will return the hug. Then he'll look to the package. Would you like me to open it now?
Best to open it when you're on your own.
Okay. Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
15.
See here. I don't think it's not sketchy, but it might be private to you. Maybe is the kind of vibe. So it might be a little personal.
Okay. How big is the package about?
I'd say about the size of a small book.
Okay. He'll put it in his bag.
All right. He'll kind of bow. This gentleman was looking for you as well. Said he was sent by someone, and he'll just kind of look to the gentleman, and the kid will just. I can't really say kid. The guy's probably 27.
He's older than all of us.
Yeah.
So he's not really a kid anymore, but he's still youngish, and he'll just kind of nod and you him?
Is he talking to me?
Yes. Is your name Castor?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm here on a journey, and I'm to punch you. Don't worry. It is for your own good. I was sent by Demeter.
Can I make an insight check on this guy to see if he's crazy?
Sure. No, go ahead.
I'm standing right there too, still. It's fucking do the same.
Soot's just watching and be like, man, it's a weird birthday ritual.
Callisto pokes her head around the corners, just like, do I step
it.
in?
No, no.
With an
No.
insight of 18, this man genuinely believes this. He was sent on a godly mission to help you in some way, and by helping you, that means he has to punch you.
Castor will hold out a hand. Before you punch me, who sent you?
Lady Pesca.
I'm going to insight check that too, because I don't even have to make a roll. I know who that is. Another 18.
He believes Lady Pesca. He's got an insignia on some of his tattoos right here near his throat, which is a willow tree.
Let me
which is
look
her
at my
symbol.
spells really quick, because let me ask you a question. If I can detect diseases, can I also detect mental illnesses?
No.
No?
It's not a disease.
No, it's not a...
Let's not do that one.
Yeah. Let's not go into that detail.
No. I want to, if I see him go, like, if he punches him, I want to start to play Bardic Inspiration and give him inspiration for the punch.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, he is gonna like look at. He's like, I'm not gonna do it now. I'm supposed to do it at midnight tonight.
I'm not going to be here at midnight tonight.
Well, I'm being with you at midnight tonight. So wherever you are, it's happening.
Hmm.
Mind if I come in?
Castor's going to look to the guild leaders. He doesn't know how to handle this.
Soot's gonna kind of step through, kind of from a back doorway.
Castor's going to hide behind Soot.
If you wish to accompany us, that's fine. If your godly mission is to punch Castor, I suppose that is fine as well. But our abode is our abode. If you wish to travel with us, you may, but our privacy is paramount here.
Oh, I wouldn't. Just any kind of like communal area, I guess. Sorry. Give me a second. I'm sorry. That's me. That's me.
I figured as much. I'm not just like, oh man, this guy's.
Yeah, please drink water.
He can room with me if he needs to. I'll gladly give up my room.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not going to be here long. Just like a few hours, and then.
Also, the issue is this location is not viable in motion. So when we travel, we'll be traveling normally, I'd say.
Yeah. Good.
So you can be out in the open with us as we walk, but when we make camp, when I can't even say when the clock strikes midnight, we'll be outside of town. Whenever you deem it to be midnight, you can punch him. Know that everyone will be around. If you do actually punch him, some of us may cheer, but if it gets out of hand, we'll stop you.
Hey, that's... I'm not sure why I'm here, truthfully. But if, by helping him, is punching him, that is what I shall do.
And you can't just do it now and get it over with.
No, sir. Midnight.
And does it have to be you?
Yes.
Okay.
You said he has tattoos with like symbols of Pesca on him?
Yes.
And if he said he was from Demeter, does he have any other religious iconography? If he's saying he's from Demeter, but also Lady Pesca, like if he's invoking multiple gods, are there any others?
He has symbols of Lady Pesca. So he's got the willow tree, and he's got a baby deer laying beneath it on that tattoo. On one side of his arm, he has a skeletal kind of sleeve. So it's like straight up skeleton all the way up the arm. And it looks like that's paying homage to Hevestrum. And on the other side, he has like these flames, which end up kind of with the back end of his hand looking like a hammer, which kind of pays homage to Beska, which is the child of Vestrum and Pesca.
Have I seen this man before?
No. But if Soot has spoken to him, Soot, are you within like vision range?
Yeah,
Like,
so
vision
like
sense?
stepped forward and kind of took.
I need you to roll an intelligence for me.
So normal intelligence, no skill
Yes,
or anything.
please. Yes, sir.
Hold on.
Because there could be potentially some stuff that you
Ew.
might. Oh my god, that's a
20.
natural 20. Oh my god, Soot. Okay. Or should I say Leovold.
Uh-oh.
This is an old school student of yours back when you were living in Lorbrum. He actually went to school for you and chilled with you for about 2 or 3 months. It's about when you notice that he starts looking at you like, hey, you look familiar.
Sigma Phi Beta! What's up, bro?
So we'll just kind of sit there and like as stone-faced as possible. But hold on. I know that listeners won't get it, but I'm gonna turn on my camera to see if I can like accurately do the like displeased emotionless look, the like resting bitch face look.
Yeah. He's so but with that information, because now you've recognized the guy, he is a zealot. Has been his whole life. His parents were a zealot. He's actually a royal. But his thing is now that he's kind of taking a sabbatical from being a royal. And right now he's on a healing spree. He is a cleric.
We say that he's a royal. Is he from Sorlin? Like he is above Soot in station?
He would be in Sorlum, but probably equal to, if not just slightly above your status, but just by a fraction.
All right, there will be a. No, never mind. If it's not that big of a deal, I was about to say Soot will have to resist the like urge to like bow or salute. But if it's relatively equal, then it's relatively equal. So we'll just
He's gonna kind of snap and wiggle a finger at you. Hey, don't I know you?
You may.
Let me see. I'm gonna roll a quick intelligence for him.
Please let him have bad memory.
Let's hope. We shall see. That is a 9. It's like it's on the tip of his tongue. Just still can't remember. Right, so
we are going to be on our way soon. We are just finishing breakfast. If you wish to wait outside the cart when we make our way, you may accompany us. We are journeying.
I'm going to be doing a sermon today, if you'd like to join that.
Oh,
Sure.
are we doing that before we leave? Okay, then yes, we will accompany Martha to that. I suppose some introductions are in order if you're going to be staying with us for some time. I am Soot, and Soot will extend a hand.
nice to meet you. He'll introduce himself as Jakrom, but you can just call him Jay.
Jay. Okay.
He's never liked his family given name.
This is Castor.
Sure.
As Soot is going to shoot a glare at Zaire. Like when Zaire says his own name, when we are like actively being hunted by an assassin, Soot's gonna like glare. Yes, that's Zaire. And Castor, and there's Finn. Callisto's around somewhere. I think I saw her over that way.
Callisto
And
pokes her
Martha's-
head back out from the hallway. Hi!
So it's gonna kind of like walk over to like take like a step towards there. I don't think he's
There-
the assassin, but
For my information, are we inside or outside the cart?
I think we were
Inside.
inside the cart, but he was outside. He asked permission to come in. I'm doing vampire rules that I assume he has to ask to come inside for a specific reason.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't know it was hospitality, but
you
yeah,
don't. So did you let him in?
No.
Just 'cause-
we Soot said to stay outside and that he can't come inside because we need privacy.
Right.
But Soot will kind of walk up to Zer, just kind of do like the 1 second, and then go to Zer. It's a little late. I mean, obviously the assassin knows you're you, but just in case if you're targeted by an assassin, you might want to come up with some sort of code name. I was going to do that for you. I apologize for not communicating that, but we'll have to work on that next time.
Oh, it just seemed like you two were friends, right? That was stupid.
No,
I'm
you're-
sorry.
You're fine. I
No, it makes sense. Anybody who knows you might know the assassin who knows your father, who
something
wants to
along
kill
those
me.
lines. But
Something along those lines, right?
this is going to be an interesting day. We'll have to keep an eye out for an assassin. Castor gets punched at midnight. There's a sermon. We've got a lot on our itinerary. Anyway, so it'll kind of spin around like a bout face. Martha, everyone, if we're done with breakfast, shall we get a sermoning?
There was one last thing I wanted to do here. I mean, I don't want to go out to a sermon dressed like this. I would like to get dressed up nicely.
That's perfect. I'm going to grab a couple chickens from the market. Oh, it is early, though.
Why do you need chickens, Martha? What are you doing with
Do you
chickens?
know how to get people to a sermon? The answer is free food.
Oh, okay. I thought that was going to be part of the sermon, that you were going to like kill chickens in front of everyone, and I was going to be
No. I mean, they will be
Okay.
sacrificed in the name of her, but
but not in any
That's perfectly
No.
all right. I need something from the high priest, actually, if that's okay with you, Castor.
I don't see why it wouldn't be.
I just didn't mean to assume that you didn't have any plans to make exits.
No, we already told him we were leaving today.
you know, he
All right.
never did help me with that thing with Matthew. Oh well, it seems he's very busy lately.
I'll turn to the high priest as he's standing beside Jay, and
Actually, he seems to have slipped away at some point after giving him. his
okay,
message.
my eyes were on him, waiting to talk to him. So can I follow him?
Yeah, so we can say like while they were having a conversation with Jay, you kind of came over to the side with him.
Okay. Would you like me to have that aside now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
let's go ahead and do
So
that.
I'll catch him by the shoulder, and I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I don't expect you to help me directly, but if you could point me in any direction where I might be able to find some of Codia's water, either purified or in some sort of containment that is safe.
Do you use
have
water?
some- yes, I have some means of crafting something about it.
There is water in the lake, but we don't permit anyone to take from the lake. Collected for components. I mean, if just so happens to become part of like a jug of water that you drink or something. Although I would be very careful with it that water is not simple water. I would not go swimming in it.
Right. Okay. So the water in the lake is sacred, and is not
And
to be
dangerous.
taken. and dangerous. But what do you do with the water that is used to cleanse Kodia's crystals that fall upon the shores?
We use prayer. It hears us. And it changes.
Interesting. What prayers did you use 26 years ago?
26 years ago, we used the bracelets. The bracelets would intone us with the water, and we would seep it in the lake under a certain time of the night and make a prayer.
Okay.
But the bracelets have been outdated. We have most of those in storage down below.
Is there any chance that I could use them since they're no longer in use?
I would have to get permission from the church, and that could take days. Do you have 3 days?
No, but we might have more than that. If you could put in a request for mine, we might be back in a month or two.
A month or two. I could see.
Well, then I won't bother you with any more of your time. Or
Actually, I wanted to bother you. So there are dozens of these corridors in the churches. I
Oh, yes.
didn't even know it existed, for one. And now that I'm seeing them, there was an old writing at one point that I thought I'm insane for thinking of. But I said that Kodia himself was immortal. Potentially. He could have gained immortality. And people have always speculated, well, if he was immortal, where is he? We can't find him anywhere. There's been no sightings. It's not like... And you'd think if a person had been seen over dozens of years, the same person returning, not looking or changing, there would be something. And then there's a corridor that I found in this map. And he's going to kind of scooch over backwards. And it's going to be the exact corridor that you guys went down. This one. I can't open it. And if it exists, there's got to be a way to open it. When you were looking over this, did you find anything? Way of opening this?
Zereth's going to look pretty nervous, but he's going to say, High Priestess, sir.
High Priestess.
When you're not looking at something, say perhaps if it were in darkness, it would remain unchanged for generations. I don't know if you knew this about me, but I'm deaf. The music that I hear or don't hear doesn't change as it flows. The footsteps that I don't hear don't grow louder as they approach. Maybe you're looking too close to the sun.
Or trying to find a secret entrance. Do you know something I don't?
I don't think I do. And I'll walk off.
I need you to roll me a deception.
Okay. At this point in the conversation, are you going to extract information for me? Because
No.
I rolled a 3.
He rolled an 11. Okay.
Because I flat out told him that I don't think he knows any more than we do.
You do know that
So-
there is more than just a passage that's unaccessed.
Mhm.
You do know that you guys entered there. You do know who you spoke to down there. So the deception that I had you roll was one where he was judging whether or not you actually had information. So he's just going to
Okay.
kind of nod. He's just going to kind of nod. And he's going to start heading back to the church. A bit of a slow rush.
Oh, wait, sir. I'm sorry.
He'll kind of stop and come to a slow. And yes.
I know so much has happened lately, but you said you could perhaps look for something to help me speak with my husband.
Did Castor not inform you that it was stolen? When we had the theft, they took all the communication orbs and scrolls.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
No, it's actually who should be sorry. I mean, we should be able to help you when we can't.
Well, I hope you find them soon.
As do I. They took a few other important things. Some deadly ones too.
That's never good. Not
No.
good at all.
But I hear that I believe Castor has come into some new powers. Might wish to ask him as well.
I have. He's been unable to help me.
Well, unfortunately, then, if Castor can't do it, no other priest at the church could. He's usually one of our best.
That I know. He's very talented.
I'm sorry, I do have other appointments to get
Of
to.
course,
I will.
of course.
I'll send out a notice and see if I can get some sort of communication, magic, something. See if anybody in the barracks has anything. And I'll let you know.
Thank you so much, sir.
They're all outside talking to the high priest, Castor is going to make his way back towards his room, but he's going to grab Finn by the arm while he's doing it.
Okay.
Once he gets in, he's going to close the door, and he's going to look at you, Finn. He's going to be like, "Is there something wrong? You haven't spoken to me kindly since we've met each other again, and we were, at least in my opinion, you were one of my best friends."
No, there's nothing wrong
Can I insight that?
with me. Go for it.
Because I have a feeling you're lying.
Oof. Damn.
Ooh.
It was close, 1-1. Yeah, he's lying.
Like I said, you were one of my best friends, and I can tell that you're lying to me. What's wrong?
Oh, he'll kind of. I won't turn away for a bit, and he's like, I just don't know how to feel about the situation.
What do you mean?
I was happy to die for y'all. I was happy to stay dead. I was happy with what choice I made. Now I'm back. Moment's gone. There's talk about how you seem to have, I don't know the best word to put it, but fallen. And the world seems to be going crazy, out of balance. And it seems we are all all of us are in the smack dab middle of it for some reason.
And we were in the smack dab middle of it when there was a dragon busting down the castle of Fortosum. We were smack dab in the middle of it when Zalem came back, and you were there for that, and you still treated me like a friend.
True. I don't hate you. I don't. You're still one of my closest friends. But it seems like, and this is by all the respect I can give, it started when you sprout your wings, basically. And now everything seems to be somebody gone?
Chris.
Oh,
We'll keep going. I'm sure he's probably just trying to reconnect.
okay.
Sprouted my wings.
Yeah, thank you. You sprouted your wings, and then we became a magnet for everything wrong. And to be honest, I feel like the only reason why I was given this second chance is because I knew you. Like, none of us are important unless we know, until we ran into you. And that frustrates me.
Let me tell you two things, Finn. I never wanted this to happen to me. Either way, I didn't want my wings to come. I didn't want them to fall. I didn't want any of this. I was happy being a normal human cleric who walked around, tried to do a little good in the world. And second, as much as I would have loved to say that you being back had something to do with me, because I can't tell you how much I missed you and how much it hurt when I had to bury you with that stupid dagger that you loved so much. And with my scythe, I can't tell you what that did to me, but that had nothing to do with me. I was in a bar getting drunk. And the next thing I know, you're coming back. So I wish it was me. I wish I could tell you I asked for a favor. I pulled some sort of deal and got you sent back. Because, to be honest with you, the hardest thing I ever did was not using that stone on you. But I figured you would have kicked my ass, or you just would have simply not come back if I had tried. You told me not to. And respecting your damn wishes was the hardest thing I ever did.
Are you blocking the door?
Whoa. I thought that was real.
Off into the far distance, you guys hear a large explosion.
An explosion.
Oh, an explosion.
An explosion.
Castor is going to look to you and then just turn out the door.
Yeah, he'll follow you.
Yeah, so it's probably already on their way to at least look to see what the explosion is.
Yeah, Callisto's on the way back and she's running.
He's walking backwards and he goes, "This conversation's not over yet, Finn."
Looks miles away up north.
Near Blarg?
Not near Blarg. I'd say probably about midway from Blarg, so probably at least 60 miles. But there is a plume of smoke that could probably be seen for for at least 100 miles.
Which direction in the north direction? Is it like to the
North.
northeast?
It's like right at the crossroads there.
Sorry, I'm looking at all of you and not at the map.
Between
Ah,
Blarg
got it.
and...
Before we say anything, I will say to Castor as we are walking and looking. You're right. This conversation is not over, but for later.
How do Finn and Castor look? Because they just came out together.
Trust.
Probably the first time. Well, not the first time. One of the second times you've ever seen Finn without a smile.
Castor might have a dried tear or two down the side of his face.
Zereth will just look from one of you to the other, back to the first, and then catch sight of the explosion that's slowly rising in the distant horizon, and scoot around the cart to take a closer look.
Callisto's gonna see the two of them, see Castor with tears in his eyes, and for once in the past couple days, make direct eye contact with Finn with murderous intent. Basically, you can read that as, I will break your nose again if I have to.
He doesn't acknowledge it.
So, do we go then? Do we leave? We need to leave this.
Martha, I'm sorry that the sermon might not get a chance to do today, but I feel like this is I don't want to say it's more important, but this is a weird circumstance.
It's all right, dear. Goodness, how far away is that explosion, though? DM, how far away is that explosion, though?
At least 60 miles.
So, more than a day's travel?
Oh, yeah. That's at least 3 days travel. Maybe. If you come into rough terrain, depending upon how everything goes.
Well, I agree with you, hon. At the same time, we aren't going to be getting there anytime soon.
I think it's the perfect time for a sermon from a motherly figure.
Is that another explosion?
It is. There's a second explosion.
At the same place?
Yes.
So, I'll be very honest, that sounds terrifying, and I'm not really fond of the idea of going towards it while it's still exploding.
We have to make our way that way anyway.
I'm aware, but...
If you want to go ahead and do your sermon, that's fine, but I will help Soot get the animals ready at the cart, and you can do it while we're doing that.
All right, you boys.
Fuck you! I was gonna help Soot, son of a bitch. Now I can't because we're fighting.
Today's going to be a bit
Yes,
weird.
be petty.
The temperatures today are going to reach somewhere around 102 degrees.
It was snowing yesterday.
Hell yeah,
Corey.
baby, that's warm. Soot is dying.
Is
Hey,
there
That's
any snow on the
average
ground
summer
still?
temperatures.
That's about 40 for the
yes.
entire world that's listening.
For everyone else.
Does anyone know how to make the air colder around us? I'm sure there's a spell for that.
Not under my purview.
Let me see. Let me think here.
If you pull off a spell, Martha, Castor will know that you are not a cleric.
Well, she's used clerical blast how many times?
He hasn't seen it that often, to be honest, because he's either been knocked out, usually when she uses it.
Where's Callisto right now?
Callisto is with everybody. She's just staying quiet
Outside?
for the moment. Yeah, she ran outside.
Okay, so as you're outside and everybody's kind of like moving around to kind of see what's going on, in the crowd, I wish for you to make me a perception roll, please.
Oh shit, okay. Oh no. Me specifically, that's terrifying, Corey.
What do we get?
A 5.
Oh my.
She's too busy staring daggers at Finn.
Yeah.
Probably. Okay. Well, we'll see you again here in a little bit.
I want the audience to be aware of the vehemence of which I just cursed. Just FYI, y'all.
Martha, instead of getting chickens, do you know how to flavorless hunks of gelatin, basically?
I don't think anyone's going to be against some fried chicken on a hot day, honey.
But what I'm saying is, instead of taking all that time and spending money, I can just make us a lot of food, enough to feed a whole sermon's worth.
Well, I also know prestidigitation, so we can have ice cold water.
And with that spell, I know you can flavor foods.
Yes, but I usually don't stoop to that.
Well, you're going to need it with this spell.
All right.
All right, let's get to the. Let's get there. We can set it up. Yeah.
Goodness, when is the last time I've done a sermon? It's been almost
do
a
you need-
century.
Would you like some assistance with it? I know a thing or two about giving sermons.
I have it all written down in my think tank, but yes,
Right.
I would like some help.
Yeah, give me
Just
the.
passing out the food and making sure everyone's nice and comfortable.
All right, we can do that.
Are you okay, honey?
No, but let's not worry about that. Let's go do some preaching. Something I know a lot about.
All right, sweetheart, but this isn't over. We're going to talk about this later. I don't like seeing you upset.
While they're doing that, where is Zer?
Looking at you.
While me and Soot are getting the animals.
Yeah. Because he also was going to help Soot, as he normally does. And is even more curious as to why you offered to help Soot in front
That's
of
my job,
Castor.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's not really helping, but he's like there, and he will turn to you and be like, I may have put my foot in my mouth.
What do you mean?
I said some things to Castor that I really shouldn't have.
Maybe you should go and fix them.
I don't know how, to be honest.
A wordsmith without words.
I've never been good at words. I've been good at songs. It's a difference.
Maybe some time with the animals would suit you. And then he just curtly turns and goes to, I guess, make sure the rest of the cart is okay, because a couple sessions ago, our cart was damaged by a break-in/break-out of some kind. Zereth's going to make sure that the cart is still operational, that its wheels are out of any gutters, and that we're ready to move on when the animals are prepared.
Go ahead and give me a quick investigation.
Oh, okay. 16.
There is a bolt on the back right tire that needs to be replaced. It looks fine, but it's not sturdy. That metal will snap.
Let me know about that, Zereth. On my way out, you've seen me mending things before, but
Ah,
also
yeah.
I'll be walking out of the cart with a table. I'm bringing a full table so that I can put it down to put the food on for Martha's sermon. It's just a little outdoor shrine. We need a picnic table.
I mean,
Also,
it is the bear, so picnic baskets are preferred.
oh,
Well, this makes like enough food and water to feed 15 humanoids. 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water.
DM, I assume the is the bolt like cleaved in half, or
It's
does it just
fractured.
need to be? It's fractured.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not completely broken, but it will
I'll
break.
unscrew it with my thieves' tools, and I'll bring it over to Rodeo.
Do you put the cart up because it's gonna like pull the entire tire off?
Oh, it's like the
It's that one.
pin of
You
the.
just
So
bring it
it's-
over for it.
So they've got so on this cart they've got the larger one. So this is one of the actual bracers to the tires. They have about 2 on this set. There's one on each end of the actual center. And this is before they realized that you should probably have like 5 pins on a tire, so you only have like 2. One of them is snapped. You take that off and it'll probably snap the other pin. So you're going to need to brace the entire thing.
Okay.
It's
Any
not hard.
materials
It's
around?
just as simple as, huh?
Any materials around that I could prop up, or like even lift up on my shoulder and then slide it in?
Well, probably not on your shoulder. That might crush you. But there's definitely some wood around that you might be able to kind of like stack on top of each other. Some like firewood or something that would be sturdy enough.
Hey, we bought a bunch of firewood last night.
Yeah, so you could just prop up some wood up underneath it and then do it. And I'm
Um,
just letting you know that fanatically. I'm just letting you know that.
Yeah, I'll just methodically, like a craftsman, just one at a time, get the materials ready, prop up the wagon, push against the wagon, insert the jack, unscrew the bolt, and then I'll bring the bolt to Castor.
Castor will reach out his hand. A little bit of glowing magic will come through it.
Let me have you both give me an investigation real quick.
Investigation. Can I? I was gonna say, if I see him looking at it, can I just like pat him on the back and give him guidance?
Sure.
All right, I'll just do that instead because Castor's not very good at investigating things, and he's carrying a table right now, so it would make sense.
That's a 21.
So this is a tampered bolt. This is not one of the original bolts to the cart. This was meant to break, and it looks like when it was meant to break, it was meant to break bad. Cause a lot of damage to the cart.
But we fixed it.
Yes. It also, though, is not part of any repair to the cart yet. And this was, something that I would say that Martha built. So I don't think she would use this part because this isn't one made out of the right metal. This is pewter. This isn't steel. So it's not a wonder that it's cracked. It's meant to look real, but not actually function.
we were sabotaged.
Basically.
I'll pocket the screw and sorry for wasting your magic, Castor.
Oh, it's no problem. That's.
I'm sure Martha has some spares, some real spares, somewhere in the wagon. I'll wait until after the sermon. Just make sure nobody topples the wagon over. There's obviously no screw in the.
Well, we won't be by the
axle.
wagon. We're going down to the shrine. So
Better go ahead of me while I fix it then.
all right, I'll do that. And Castor will go down to the shrine. He'll put the table down just to speed things up a little bit for you, Corey. Put the table down, cast that spell, and then while Martha's futzing over it with her prestidigitation, he'll use thaumaturgy to make his voice 3 times louder, and he'll start shouting, "Sermon at the Moribjorn Shrine! Sermon at the Moribjorn Shrine! Free food!"
Free
I was gonna say,
food.
sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Okay. Callisto would follow along and help with her own thaumaturgy. Free food.
Give me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Her or
Give me
me?
advantage.
I have
Just her.
advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I make
Yeah.
Can I make a performance check, by the way, for my screaming?
I mean, I guess you could. Sure.
Hell yeah.
Performance to
yeah.
not have a vocal injury.
True. With an 11, you might have a voice tomorrow. That's a 21 perception. Okay. Let me get this ready.
Oh god.
Oh no, is it a battle map?
No, actually. But just off in the distance, you're going to see a very familiar face. Somebody who's just going to kind of been working at one street and heading around the corner and heading towards their way outside the gate. Somebody you might recognize. They are a tiefling. They are blue-haired, brown, curly, horned. They seem a little bit mischievous in the way they walk, kind of slinky, as if they're kind of hiding a bit. Just a little.
Sorry, I'm screaming. Okay. Yeah. Callisto's gonna see him, and mid scream, she's just like, "Free foot!" Drops her staff and just runs to him and tackles him from behind.
Okay, so as you're running, crowds of people are heading inside. They're going to get in front of you. You're offering free food in the Middle Ages.
That's
Okay.
fair.
I bet your sweet ass we are.
Yeah, so like there's going to be a crowd of people trying to get in that doorway as you're trying to call people in. So as you're calling people and like, you know, you've stopped at this point, but they're still going on. They don't know what's going on. So these people are flooding in. As they're flooding in, you can't get to him. The time you kind of bob and weave between two people and you look at the area, you don't know which way he went.
She's just gonna shake her head and in Druidic just yell, "Uncle! It's me, it's Callisto, come back! Please!"
Is her thaumaturgy still going?
Yeah, probably.
All right. Okay. So, okay. Roll me a D100.
Aw, alright.
We don't like the D100s.
Oh.
That's an 8.
Oh.
It'd be great if I was a cleric.
So you'll probably stand there for a little while, and for a bit it'll seem like nothing, and then you'll see like a horn and a blue ear peek around the corner, and then you'll see him kind of pull back around the corner, kind of confused and looking around like he'd heard something familiar.
Callisto just kind of pokes her head out. And is it her uncle? Can she confirm from this distance?
You could probably confirm it's Damien.
Okay, she is going to just run up, no warning, just tackle him. To the ground. Screw his bones.
Alright. Let's do an athletics versus an athletics. 1, because at this point, he doesn't know where this tackle's coming from. So he does not like that.
Oh,
All right, that's a 23 athletics. That's oh my lord. All right, so
Also, keep in mind his niece is a twig.
that is fair.
You're gonna say
So
20.
Callisto after bonuses got a 20. Damien after bonuses got a 23. So you're going to give this really nice pounce. It's like very tigerous, and he is going to maybe hear like the last step, and he's going to turn his heel a bit and almost duck. And as he dips, he's going to grab hold of the scarf on the back of his neck and pull that down so that you don't get any of it. And you're going to face plant into the dirt.
Oh, come on! Did you have to duck in Druidic? You're alive.
I'm sorry, miss. Who are you?
What?
Who are you?
I'm gonna roll insight on that because I
Sure.
know he is a prankster. See, my character sheet keeps closing because I want to read what I rolled. So I have to reopen it.
He's not messing around with 13.
Wait, you don't remember me?
I haven't slept with you, have I? Oh shit, that would be horrible.
No, you haven't.
Good.
Not
good,
in my time ever.
Yes, yeah, no, yes. I figured it was a tiefling thing, so I was like,
I'm
bit
a little
worried
young
that
for
you were...
you.
Yeah, I was like, oh
It
god,
would
what
also
the fuck
be
have I done now?
disgusting given I'm your niece, but don't
Well,
worry
I
about
mean,
it.
just, what?
Oh god, okay. Is he speaking Druidic?
No,
Okay.
he's speaking common.
Okay, I'll switch back to common. No, this is complicated. Okay. Hi.
Oh.
Who are you?
They found me and called me Tree. It was near a fire somewhere in the jungle. That's about all I remember. Got hit pretty hard in the noggin.
Oh, gods above. Okay. Hi, I'm your niece. Your name is not Tree, but if you want to be known as Tree, you are allowed to be known as Tree. My name
That's
is
a horrible
Callisto.
name.
Okay. Is Damien acceptable to you?
That's pretty ugly too, but I'll take it if it's really mine.
Well, it's your name as long as I've known you.
What the fuck names their child Damien? What the fuck?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know why your sister named me named me Callisto. I'm sorry, Rieka is my sister. That's beside the point. Whatever. I'm sorry, I'm a little frazzled. So you survived, and I survived.
Yes.
You're alive. That means other people. Oh my gods.
Well, I've been traveling with this other bloke that says he knows me too, so.
Huh? Which other
I've
bloke?
been, our guy, something like that. Says
You
he's
mean
been trying
Arca?
to help me get my memory back, so. Yeah, that's his name.
Oh, gods above. Where is he?
He's out downtown right now. He's getting some fish. We're having a bit of a fish dinner. I figured calling through town, we're going to be heading down south, hitting into the remnants, see if we could figure out what the heck's going on.
Callisto is just having an existential crisis in the space of 30 seconds.
You should join us! Come to the remnants!
I would love to. Yeah.
Come on, just the three of us.
Sure. When am I meeting you?
We're leaving tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay. I'm actually leaving tonight to head up north, so this is a good opportunity.
Maybe we can leave tonight then. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Where?
We're heading south.
Okay.
We're going down south.
Okay. Where are you all staying? for the day?
Currently, I just got playing at this dude's farmhand's house. It's got blackjack in the back.
Oh, that. Oh. Oh,
Easy,
at
his
the.
name.
Okay, that.
Decent fella.
Yeah, you would like him.
Hey, I mean, the room was free. He just wanted to touch the horns and. He was
Didn't
just
do that
curious.
to me. All right.
He said he did figure it would be rude to ask a female, but since we're the boys,
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. When do you think you'll be there? An hour?
Probably all night. I could be there in an hour.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll see you in an hour.
Right. And you said you were my.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, we'll talk. We have a lot
You're
to
the
catch up
special
on.
person. Don't you?
I'm special person. Sure, we'll
A
go with
special
that.
person.
Just
Right.
just
Are you the one he's been
call
looking
me.
for?
Hmm?
You the one he's been looking for? His fiancée or something? His fiancée. Yeah.
If you see him, just tell him Cublet said hi.
Sure.
And she will turn on her heel and walk away.
As you're walking away, you'll just kind of hear a distant, "What the fuck's a couplet?"
And Callisto, just as soon as she is out of earshot, just sits down in an alleyway and just stares at the concrete for a solid 20 minutes. Just not sure how to process any of what just happened.
Castor saw her running out there, and he tried to follow, but he's not a very strong man and can't make his way through crowds very well. He tried.
Did she grab? Did he grab I'm oh my
Her
god,
staff?
my sentences. I'm sorry, I'm freaking out. Did he grab the staff?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Once he pushes his way outside, he will cast a spell that I've never used in D&D as much as I have used in this campaign right here, which is Locate Object. And I will use it to find her horn flowers that she always has.
Okay.
If,
She's just
Yeah.
a bit down the road.
all right, I'll follow my little compass of finding people. And I'll see her sitting in an alleyway.
Yeah, she's just
What do-
curled up in a little ball. Actually, no, I wouldn't let this work. Never mind. I was gonna say she was gonna wild shape, but she's not gonna do that. She just is kind of curled up in a ball of tiefling in the alleyway, just staring at the concrete.
Castor will walk up cautiously. And is she leaned against a wall? Okay, so he'll put his back against the wall and slide down to sit next to her. Put the staff at her feet. Drop that.
Thanks. They're alive.
You're gonna see him thinking for a second, and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah, my uncle and my fiance are both alive. I don't fucking know how, but I guess.
well, what are you gonna do? I know you've been looking for them."
I mean, yeah, I have. Fuck, this is a lot. My uncle doesn't remember who he is.
I could fix that, possibly.
You could?
I have a couple of spells. If it's magic that's affecting him, I can identify what kind of spell it is, and if it's something that's within my capability of dispelling, I can do that.
Frankly, based on his description, it sounds like a concussion, which might also be within your wheelhouse, but...
Yeah.
But my fiancé is alive, and he's looking for me. And I don't know how to handle that because I'm supposed to be happy. And I am happy. I'm incredibly happy. I'm fucking ecstatic. But how do you talk to somebody you thought was dead?
So
I'm not good at this.
I'm not great at that either because I thought Finn was dead, and he seems to hate me now.
Yeah, I punched him in the face. You might have noticed. So I think we're agreed in how well we do with talking to dead people.
Castor's gonna you're gonna see that he's thinking. He's really thinking of what to say in this situation, but he's not the most sure. This is not a situation that he would have thought himself to have been in. I can't tell you what to say. I can't give great advice on this. I can tell you that I'll be here for you if you need anything. Like, you've always been there for me. You've always caught me, metaphorically and figuratively and literally, when I fall. And if this is one of the last times I see you, then thank you. He's gonna lean down. He's gonna bump your head with his really quick. Gonna bump his head under your horn, and then
Callisto just kind of blinks for a second, very confused. Did you just do a horn bump?
I just tapped my head to yours. Way to show gratitude, affection, care.
Yeah, it is. Sorry. Wait, what are you talking about? This being the last time that you see me?
You found your family.
I did. Not all of them. I'm not gonna leave you guys behind.
Wouldn't blame you if you did.
I'm sorry, this is a lot. I need time to think. Oh, I had a present for you. I don't know if we have time for this. I was gonna offer to braid your hair, because sometimes it falls in your face, and, I have a flower. I thought it might be cute, but we don't have time. Go listen to Martha's sermon. I'll be fine. Go do your thing.
Later. Then.
Yeah, later. I'm pretty quick braid, so sure, yeah.
If you need anything, I'll be there.
Callisto just kind of uncurls herself from her ball, gets up, and bumps her horns to his head as lightly as humanly possible because she doesn't want to break his skull. But just bump. It says, go do your thing. I'll be fine.
Of course. And you know where to find us. But if you need anybody to go with, we'll all be there for you. Not just me.
I know. You probably won't see me, but I'll be back at the cart by tonight. And if I'm not, you know where I am.
Well, I might not know where you are, but I can find you.
You can guess.
Actually, you didn't say where you would be, so I wouldn't be able to guess.
Oh, yeah, no, that was on purpose.
Oh.
Yeah, you can guess that I'll be with them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can find you or just send you a message if I need to.
Yeah. Go enjoy the sermon. Go do your thing. Yeah.
All right. You do what you need to do, and then nod to her, smile, and then walk back and give one last thaumaturgy. Free food at the Mortybjorn's shrine. Free food. Try to get all those last people in there for Martha on his way back.
Yeah. So it's I'd say it's decently full. There might be a few people just outside. So in total, I'd say you'd have 46 people.
Oh shit! I'm gonna need
You
to
say
cast
it
another
would have
food
been
water.
since everyone started pouring in.
All right. That means Finn's gonna need to do me a favor later. If I need sending cast, he will need to cast sending.
I'm gonna specifically use both of my level 2 slots.
That's a level 3 slot, so thank you for just using your level 3 slots.
I'm
Or your
gonna
2
use
slots.
my level 3 slots just so you don't get your sending.
Don't be an asshole, Finn. Alright, so I created another table full of food. It says enough to sustain up to 15 humanoids for 24 hours, so I'm guessing this could sustain 60 people for this sermon. It's 90 pounds of food total, Corey. That's a lot of fucking food. That's over 1.5 pounds a person.
Yeah.
No, it's exactly 1.5 pounds per person.
If you consider it nibbling food, all right, so it won't work as full meals, but it's nibbling food.
That's good enough for a sermon.
You might have to ration a little bit. Like you said, it's 1.5 pounds of food. So
Per person.
yeah.
Yeah. So Castor will give Martha a nice wink after he creates the next table. I told you.
They're just going to shuffle up into the front row and.
Goodness, this is a lot more people than I was
No
expecting.
food
Good thing we
required.
didn't just
But
settle for
he's
3
gonna take his
chickens.
sandals off and sit
Oh.
cross-legged and put his arms in his lap.
During her sermon,
People
Corey,
do
I'm gonna
like free
I'm gonna
food.
zhuzh things up a little bit for her. I'm gonna do like a
probably
thaumaturgy
get
that
up there.
gives it says like I can make the
Yes.
cry of a raven, but I'm gonna turn it to like the distant roaring of a bear. And
Okay.
you know, just no, not like an angry roar. And you can tell that it's well, he's already doing it. He's sitting in the crowd, just like I know, just. If they try to leave, I'll thaumaturgy the door.
roll me
Don't worry.
a.
Please don't
performance
do that. Don't
with
scare
this
the
then.
Does she get
patron.
advantage?
No, just you,
Oh,
Honey
me?
bunches.
All right.
because you're the one trying to make the bear sound not so scary, while
Can do
still.
that. I'm gonna give myself a little pat in the back and give myself guidance.
Okay.
23.
Yeah, nobody's gonna run, but you'll hear it get a little quiet. You'll see people still kind of picking at their food, though. Some people may have just kind of come for the free food.
It's okay. They'll stay for the Martha sermon. Come for the food, stay for the sermon.
All right. Let's get things started. I say as I actually pull out a fucking document. Oh, God. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're all enjoying your food. Right. Well, we are here in the Shrine of Morderbjorn. I'm sure not many of you have heard of her. She's a goddess of compassion, empathy, and the belief in the holiness that is a person's childhood. To be a child is to come into this world with wide eyes and a clean slate, naivety and curiosity, and inherent purest. Inherent pureness of being. It is a mother's job to take care of their child and gently guide them down the right path and teach them how the world works. Now, there are 7 commandments placed on mankind by Morderbjorn. I'll try and go through them really quick for you. A parent shall never strike their cubs with neither jaded word nor fist. A cub's adolescence is holy and pure. An act to corrupt this is grand heresy and vile. The life of a cub shall always come before your own. Protect them with your life and soul. Let punishments be learning experiences, not moments of pain and fear. That's an important one. A cub does not ask to be born. To blame them for things beyond their control is appalling.
You'll hear them.
Cub is a
You
large
kind of hear them
taking
kind of
shame
praise,
off the
thinking
mother
it's
that
over
requires aid or
with that
respite.
cry.
And last but not least, a father shall protect and provide for both
And a
mother and
cheer.
cub. Those who abandon this duty are scum. Y'all are certainly enjoying your food. I'm not done, sweetheart. Martha seems to hesitate at that. But she is not only wisdom, Mortarbjorn is strength when it is needed the most. No doubt you have seen this strength before, though you may not have known where it comes from. A mother bird swooping down fearlessly to protect its nest from a cat, a mother ripping and tearing at rubble to free their trapped child, or the reflexes of a father as they are quick to catch a toddler who stumbles straight into harm's way. She is the glow of a mother expecting, the swelling of pride a father feels when they hold their child for the first time, and the great sense of grief that falls over a village when the babe is lost. And like a true mother, her job is thankless. She's going motion to the empty altar. She watches us all with bittersweet pride as we grow ever stronger, bigger, and greater. All while we forget her, she who has watched over us since mankind first took their breath. She grows old and weak, and her
Praise
reach
be
and
to
powers are waning.
Mortyborn.
I've only just come to realize
Yeah.
that recently myself, and
Yeah,
I'm a
the other
cleric
was
of
full of
hers.
praise.
She is selfless and asks for nothing in return
Praise be
for
to
all her great
Morty.
gifts.
Well, you had to pick the
Perhaps it is
hardest
time
damn
for
name to
us
say.
all
Praise
to
be to
return the favor.
Mortarbjorn. There we go.
Thank you.
Got it.
She's going to bow and step now. Mortarbjorn here.
Either way, they got the message that you were trying to send.
Thank you, dear.
No, the bear made them stop. Did you
You
like
know,
the bear noise that I made?
She's going to lean down to Castor and whisper,
Thank you.
you know, it might just be me, but I think they just came here for the
He
food.
like kind of like looks down a little bit. He's not used to receiving praise for his duties.
Oh, I think they were too busy stuffing their faces, but we'll see. It was very good, dear. I'm very proud of you.
A few people.
She pats
in
your head.
total, roll me a D6 and a D4. You'll get 2
All right,
coppers
with
and
the
1
sermon
silver.
done, she's going to look to the altar. Is anyone donating?
Poor folk, though. I mean,
All right, D6, D4. That's not good.
Castor will put some of his more of his beef jerky in there from his ration packs.
It's the thought that counts. At the
He'll
very
do the
least, she might be
the little, like,
remembered
eye
for
scrunch,
once.
and then he'll empty his pocket of his silver because
If only for the
he
food.
doesn't really use
Right.
money very often. So it's 9 silver. I only had that
Thank
silver.
you, sweetheart. She'll give you a kiss on the forehead.
I only had that silver because I had to break change for the wood last night.
Wonderful. See that, folks?
Zereth
That
is
is how
going to
you donate.
stand
And she
and-
gives you a big, hearty
While
slap on the
still
back.
on
Good boy.
the sermon grounds, going to kiss Martha on the cheek.
It's the
and give
thought
her a
that
big
counts, honey.
hug.
It doesn't really
And then
matter how
he's
much you put
going
in
to
there.
stand on top of the stage and put a chamomile flower into the altar. And he's going to look at Martha and say, In some parts of the world, they call it Mother's Daisy. I don't have any gold to spend, but I think the for prosperity, wealth, love, and peaceful sleep.
She helped because of her. All these people got a
It's
good
the
meal
thought
today.
that counts, honey. I'm sure she'll adore a lovely flower. Maybe she can put it in her holy antlers. Yeah.
We should get back and get the cart ready. I have
Mm-hmm.
I have something to still
And by the looks
discuss
of it, it
with
might be
Finn.
the only meal some of these people have gotten today. So that's a good feeling.
Something is the matter. Finn doesn't like me anymore. He says he doesn't hate me, but I
Right.
feel like he does.
Did he give a reason?
He's
Right.
yes, but
Castor, honey, if something's the matter, you tell
maybe
me,
we can
right?
speak somewhere a little bit more private about that. If you want, we can walk and talk, and if you want to know the basics, he said, since
It's not snitching
became
if it's
me-
to your mother.
that
Yeah, fucking tattletale.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
followed us
I just want you to.
Well, Castor doesn't know what to do.
I just
He's
want
very
all you
socially
boys
inept.
to get along, okay?
Um,
And if something's the matter,
Never heard the saying, snitches get stitches.
not from a bard, I haven't.
You might hear it from this one.
Ooh, don't fight me, bard.
The tea is scalding.
I just don't understand. He was my best friend. But nobody else would talk to me. When nobody else would talk to me, he did. It was just him and Callisto for a long while.
that's. Castor, that's a very nasty thing for him to say.
Except for Soot.
I
Soot still
think
treats me nice.
sweetheart, Finn has gone through something none of us can even begin to think about. Yes, but everyone deals with trauma in different ways. He might be lashing out because he doesn't know what else to do.
Okay.
Just give him some time. Give him some time to calm down and
Martha's right.
reassess things. Chances are,
Hmm?
he probably didn't actually mean that.
What
He's
did you say,
probably
Zereth?
just desperate to find a reason for
It's
why
like
things
Martha's
turned
very
out the way
right.
they have.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Max the player didn't hear you at first.
All right?
Um,
So,
you're right.
Hmm?
You don't need to go through all that for me. It's just another day. It's
now normally I'd make you a grand birthday cake, but since we'll be on the road so
Zereth,
soon,
thank you for this. by
I'll
the
see
way.
what I can make for a nice
He'll
pancake. Not an actual
gesture
pancake,
down
but a
to
cake made in a
his bead
pan.
that's on his holy symbol.
Oh, you figured out what it was?
It's your
No,
birthday. You deserve cake.
I mean, it's a bead.
Even
bead
if
for
it's a
my
little cupcake.
necklace. It's beautiful.
Oh, that reminds me. Martha, I need a screw for one of the wheels of the cart. It seems we've been sabotaged, and I hold her out a pewter nail or a screw, and I bend it with my fingertips.
Here.
Where would they be? Maybe I could save you the trouble. You can continue to talk with Castor.
Oh dear. That's not good at all. I think I might have some left. It's been a long time. And Oh,
Have y'all
no,
made it
no.
back to the cart?
Trust me, honey, you wouldn't want to be going
Would you
through
say by
those
now we've made
drawers.
it back to the cart, Corey? Because we've been walking and talking.
I think I know where they might be.
As soon as Finn sees y'all and
Probably
sees Castor,
fifth
he
drawer
goes up
to
to
the
him.
left on the
Not
second
forcefully, but he grabs
bookcase.
him by the shoulder and is like,
Probably in the back.
"We need to talk." And starts walking him a little bit away from the group. He'll turn his head. He'll turn his head to look at you. He'll give a fake, like, it's obvious it's a fake smile. It's like,
Wait,
aren't I always?
Finn,
And just
sweetheart.
keeps walking with Castor.
Don't tell you.
Just be kind, okay?
I am going to help you, Martha. And
Oh, I hate it when my boys fight.
absolutely.
Anyways, let's take care of
So,
this
Finn takes you
screw
to a
or nail
close,
or
like not too far
I
away,
don't
but
know.
a close
Usually
alley.
Maddie took care
Oh
of
man,
kind
the
of
is this the same
props
carts.
and
alley where we
shit.
got shot at last time?
You know, men and
Is
their
it?
carts.
Corey, if you took us to an alley that was close to the
Obsessed
cart,
with
would it be
them.
the one that we got shot at last night?
Probably. Yeah.
All right, so Castor will get his shield out and he'll kind of hold it like towards the entrance as Finn brings him in there.
He'll kind of cross his arm, put his back to a wall, and it's quiet for a few minutes, and he's like, "So how was the sermon?"
I thought it went very well. There was like 60 people there. Martha swears it was only for the free food, but they listened. Some of them donated. I used
Good.
all my magic for the day making that food. It does not taste good.
Yeah, well, usually magic food doesn't, so. But why would you do that when we could run into trouble on the road?
Because it meant something. It meant a lot to Martha, and because some of those people haven't eaten in a very long time. Well, not a good meal, at least. One filling. I shouldn't say good because it doesn't taste good, but a filling, satisfying meal.
Fair point.
I also have plenty of other magic left. This is just my highest abilities.
First off,
You guys will feel it gradually get colder until you can see your breath.
this weather is awful.
Castor's going to look around and just make sure everything is all right. Do a little quick perception check.
Sure.
Then he'll as he's looking around, he'll like say something to you, and he'll be like, "As you remember, this is where Zereth got shot last night, so I'm a little on edge here."
As soon as he says that, I'd like to make my own perception.
Sure.
I don't even know what I rolled. What did I roll? A 9.
You roll a 9.
Oh
Nine.
You roll
god,
a 7.
we are too deep in this conversation.
Everything is hunky dory.
It'll start to like sleet a little.
Well, if I'm being honest with you, Finn, it's this nice cold rain snow feels better than the 102 heat.
Fair, but
Castor will scooch up next to you and hold his shield up over your head so that you don't get wet.
I shouldn't have said a lot of things I said to you when we talked. It's like I said when we first started talking. I don't know how I feel.
I should have brought you back.
No, because I would have done exactly as you said. I wouldn't have come back. And if by some way we'd use that magic, I would have been happy. Then that crystal would never still be in our hands. The temptation. But then again, if you had done that and I did that, Sip would have stayed dead. And I don't know how I would feel about that.
Who's to say you wouldn't have been able to save him? Who's to say he would have died if you were there?
That's all we can do. Is to deal in what if. It's in the past, and I should have left it in the past. Drugging up now has no real merit.
I appreciate that.
Do not forget that night before, well, not the night before, but this very same night when we talked. I am still your friend. And I always will be. But I do have one more question.
If I can answer it, I'll try.
Why did you go that night?
I ask myself that same question over and over and over again. I could give you the cop-out answer, which is I'm a zealot. I need to follow the undead and strike it down. Which is be partially right. But I don't know. I wanted to stop these things. I didn't want them to find us later and hurt us later. I thought that we had injured whatever it was enough. You would have been proud of me after it did what it did to you. I scared it away. I don't know how that worked. It was a gambit. But it was all I had left. But I don't know why I went. Not 100%. Part of it was my religion, part of it my unyielding disdain for the undead. My visions. But lack of foresight would be a good answer too. I didn't think about the consequences. I thought that we could handle whatever was thrown at us, and I learned better. And I won't ever let my faith bring me to put my friends in harm's way again. I vowed that after you.
You know, I felt the exact same way after the slavers.
I remember.
The just anger and the not thinking, the just bull rush your way through and just trying to figure out the best way to stop what happened, not from happening again. If it wasn't for Robert, I probably would have gotten us all killed if we had ever went through with that ambush. And to be honest, I saw the same kind of feeling in you when we were chasing that thing. And I thought if I went with you, I could have stopped you, or at least we could have figured out a way to not to I don't know, something. But as soon as we got into that fight, all I knew to do was I had to keep both of you safe.
Buddy, that wasn't your job.
It was. Coming back, I've realized that's the kind of person I want to be. Someone who can make sure everybody else gets out, even if it costs my own life.
You'll be right there with me then. I'm not letting you go again.
We all have to go one day.
Over my dead body. That's the only way you're going.
It will start to snow.
Finn's gonna take off his jacket and kind of put it over both of us. So it's like, yeah. As we're walking, the last thing Finn will say is like, "There's just a couple of fools who think we can shoulder the burden of this world."
Just a couple of fools trying to save it.
I feel like that's a song title somewhere. We'll keep them safe.
All I know is now that you're living on a prayer, my friend.
I like that. That'd be the song for you that I make before I go or before you go. Castor Sideris, living on a prayer.
Well, 23 now. We're halfway there.
Well, you're 23. I thought you were younger.
Nope.
Eh.
23. Today. I guess you weren't here when everybody found out my birthday.
Yeah, see, I missed a lot of things. What's this about a lich? And pretty much I'd say that's the end of our scene. We're like walking.
Yep, and he'll fill you in on the whole lich debacle. I'm fine with skipping to anybody else. I know we have one little lady sitting here waiting.
Okay. I'm down for my scene to be like after all of yours.
Oh,
so y'all do your thing. I can be patient. I'm just stress knitting over here. That's all.
I'm done.
Yeah, I am too. The group probably noticed that we have a lot better mood between two of us.
Yep, probably smiles.
Mm-hmm.
Castor will take one and just eat it. Doesn't care.
Same with Finn.
So for you guys, it'll be about 2 p.m. when all that is said and done.
Okay. Sit around and help the rest get the cart ready.
Okay.
You see Martha
Callisto,
looking
you have
very
somewhere you wanna
sad
go?
over some burnt cookies.
Callisto's gonna have a panic attack for about, like, a good, off and on for a good hour. No, I think this is kind of something she needs to handle on her own to be at TBH. If you can find her.
Yeah, she's probably still in the alley. This is probably when
She's still in the alley. Yeah.
during the.
Does she need Mama Martha?
German.
Yeah, it's worth noting she never came back after she ran away.
Okay, she is
But
going to
after
bring
an
you
hour,
some warm
she
pancakes
will-
and a glass of milk.
Sigh and get up and head for Sleazy's Tavern.
That's a good point.
All right.
Hi, man, sleazy.
I'm sorry, Skeezy.
Skeezy. Yeah, that's right.
Uh-oh.
You kind of come up on the blue door, a bit pre-painted, as if it's gotten a new coat of paint.
She's gonna like put on her cloak because it's cold.
It is snowing.
She's gonna keep cloak with the hood up. Gotta just keep it chill. She wants to make sure the situation is the situation she thinks it is before she outs herself, so to speak.
So are you gonna knock on the door? Just walk.
Oh
in?
yeah, she knocks on the door.
Okay. Oh yeah, who's there?
Oh, hi. I was here. Time kind of 2 days ago. Thank you. I was gonna say time. I was very drunk the last time you saw me, so time kind of blends together. But 2 days ago,
Oh,
I'm.
you were the guy that got the egg.
Yes, I was with the guy that got the egg. It's good to see you. Do you mind if I come in? I just was hoping to get a drink.
What do you want to come in for?
Just to
This
get
is
a
a
drink.
person's home.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there a code that I'm supposed to remember? I have the memory of a
What?
goldfish.
What are you talking about? I don't. What are you?
Skeezy.
What are you going on about?
She's kind of is like, I don't know how to get into your house. I don't want to break into your house. I put that wrong. Help.
Can you kind of
Give him money.
Close the door
Oh!
slowly.
No, hold on. Wait. I know your type.
Excuse
She
me.
She has a whole, like, not much money, but she goes in, she grabs a gold. I will give you a gold if you let me into your house.
He closes the door and latches it.
Damn it! Okay.
No, that type, sweetheart. And you'll hear him walking a little bit further into the home.
She just, like,
Threaten a narc on the police to him.
she just sits and then is like, okay, I'll be back. She actually goes back to the party. Mid Martha cooking with like tears having streamed down her face. She was a wreck. Just goes up to Martha like, hey, question, do you remember how to get into Skeezy's Tavern? Asking for a friend. Literally.
Who were you asking?
Martha?
She BRB.
Oh shit!
She's on a poo break. So let's
I'm sorry, I didn't do that.
let's take a quick
Okay.
5 real quick.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
gonna say she could also go up to Zereth, but that works too.
We'll have about 25 minutes after that, and then we'll call it a night.
Since we're off the air, ah!
You wrote it.
I did. I did not expect it to come this soon, Corey.
Soon. We've been playing for a year.
Yeah, I know.
Holy crap, we have been playing for a year.
Yeah, that is true. We have been playing for a year. I was expecting it to come up in like the jungle, like up in Blarg or area. I wasn't expecting it in just Handsome, but I'm down
This isn't just an
and I'm
iceberg.
excited. Yeah, I'm excited. It's
Iceberg, people, icebergs.
icebergs. Yeah.
10% on the surface, 90% below.
I love how I like reacted to, oh my god, RK's alive. Huh, how'd that happen? And then after the conversation, after the scene, I had to sit back and go, wait, he's supposed to be dead. Like, she saw him die.
But you never found a body.
No, of course I never found a body. I didn't find a body for any of them.
Exactly.
But she's the one he's fucking pronouns. He's the one that she watched get murdered. So, like, how are you alive? And we're gonna find out. I realized I had...
healing.
Oh, lovely. Wonderful when that happens.
You know, you
Well,
got,
I mean,
And if
if
he's
you
alive,
can-
who
got
else
this
is
guy who-
alive? Anyway.
you got this
If
guy
you
who
can use
travels with
magic
you.
to replace Zer's nut and testicle that he lost in that fight, you should have enough magic to heal a man who's been slashed through the chest.
Oh, totally.
I'm just
I was
saying.
gonna say,
No,
you
I've
got
done
this
it
guy
as a
that-
character.
you
Like,
have
I've
this
done
guy
that.
that
Just not...
Because that nut was
specializes
obliterated.
in that. Yep.
That was like the nutcracker.
Yeah,
That was-
Zereth, you're muted.
Well, to be fair, he also
you're
gave the
muted.
Nutcracker to
We
the.
can hear you, Z. You're muted.
I was just kind of confirming, like, to be fair, at that level, the amount of damage that the Great Axe dealt was almost half his health. So it was almost a grievous injury.
Which begs the question, wait, who healed him? Sorry, no.
Wounds. Oh,
I've
I thought you were
been
talking about Zereth.
No, sorry, I'm having an existential crisis over here, legit. I'm sorry. Sorry.
That was
Continue. Ignore me.
We also got potions after, too.
You'll have to apologize to your fiance because Cure Wounds is a touch spell. And,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, I took the potions.
Those potions are for regrowing bones. Not
No, he gave us Cure Wounds potions.
It's close enough
Also-
to a bone.
The potions were a alternate timeline.
Yeah. We did the spa.
The spa healed your
Oh,
nuts.
yeah, we did the healing spa. Okay. There we
The
go.
spa
That's
healed your
better.
nuts.
Well, I kept your nuts alive in the midst of battle.
But, you know, maybe moments dealings with the god of chaos may have brought more people than you thought back.
I just rather not think about Castor's hand as like an incubation lamp for my testicles.
He would have
Just,
like tried
just
to do,
think
like,
of it
the
like an
stomach or the
organic
thigh,
3D printer.
He would have tried to do.
Fuck you, about choked on a chip. Ugh.
I think it's better to think of him doing it as an incubator versus using healing word and getting down there and whispering to it, like, grow back, little nut, grow back.
You wanted a scene? Callisto?
Oh, yeah, yes, hello, welcome back to me. Callisto's gonna come up to Martha and be like, hey, and she looks like an absolute wreck at the moment, just tears having streamed down her face some time ago, hair's a mess. And she goes, hey, do you remember how to get into Skeezy's tavern? Because I don't. I offered him money and it didn't go well. I'm sorry, what? No, just tell me how to do it. Yeah, very. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry, it's a lot to explain.
Let me try, hon.
You know how my whole family's dead?
Let me try.
They're not dead. At the very least, my uncle isn't dead, except he does have amnesia,
Are you
which
sure?
is terrifying. And
What's
my
the matter?
fiance is still alive, and I have feelings
making me
about
worry
that,
about it
and,
more, honey.
No, it's fine. I have my emotions
Mhm.
under control.
Oh.
Yes, please.
Oh. Okay.
She
honey.
actually kind of she sits there for a
I
second
wish
and
I
then
could help
just breaks,
Art.
starts sobbing into your shoulder. It's just.
Would you like a hug?
I didn't.
She'll give you a big old Martha
I didn't
hug.
think this was possible, and now it is, and I don't know how to feel about it. I'm sorry. I know I'm interrupting your cooking. I'm sorry.
I can't. Go ahead, honey.
But I am interrupting your cooking. Because you were cooking and now you're not. But no, I don't have
No,
time.
honey,
I have to go
you're
back.
never interrupting me.
I already. He
Oh,
was
you're far more
unfortunately not
important
much
than my
help. I
cooking,
probably should
dear.
have asked him how to get into Casey's tavern, but I
Here,
didn't
come
want
on,
him
sit
to know
down. I'll make you
where
a
I
cup
was
of
going
hot cocoa.
because I didn't
and
want
we'll
him to
think
freak out.
I wish I could help you. Maybe ask Castor.
Fuck. Okay. Where is Castor? No, that's totally fine. Okay. Do you?
Well, that's the only option I can think of, sweetheart.
What the fuck? She's just like, that was a chicken.
That's a
It's a
good
rooster
question.
in
I've been
your
cooking.
medieval
I've kind of been in
times.
La
That-
La
that
Land.
happens.
Yeah. They yell, they sure do, at any time of day.
All right, you
It's
just...
a thing.
I'm here if you need to
Um,
talk, okay, sweetheart? And she'll give you a kiss on the
Okay.
forehead
Yeah, no,
and a
we'll
pat on
hurry.
the back.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Thank you. She gives you another hug. Okay. I'll be back, hopefully, maybe. If I'm not, you know where I am, which is important.
Just
Okay.
hurry,
I'm gonna go find Castor.
sweetheart.
And Callisto proceeds to go try and find Castor.
I mean, take
our-
your
our
time once
alley
you
is
get there, but
literally
hurry
right around the
along.
corner. You could probably hear us talking and laughing at this point.
All right.
And I'd say you were looking for us.
All right,
She
sweetheart.
kind of rounds the corner with tears streaming down her face, sees Castor, sees Finn, and just goes, Castor, I need to ask you a very brief question.
Sure.
How do I get into Skeezy's Tavern? Don't freak out.
Why'd I freak out? I know what you're doing.
I don't know. I just thought you would freak out for some reason.
Well,
Sorry. How do I get in there?
There's two ways. You could give him money.
I tried that.
How much did you try giving him?
A gold.
He
That's
might have
like
thought that
most
was
of
an
my
insult.
money.
He might have thought that was an insult. I can come back with you. He doesn't want the church getting involved with his little business, and he thinks that I might do that.
So my options are you to come back with me and to give him money.
I'll just get him. I'll just get you in. I know that you need to do this on your own.
Well, I mean, there is a better way, and I'm going to like reach into my pocket, and I'm going to create a gem that's about worth. Let's see, it could be. Item cannot be more than 20 times from bard level, so let's say a 30 gold gem.
Wait,
Wait,
I do
but
have
won't that disappear?
You don't have to tell them that. I mean, put a little story to it, and you might be able to be like, "Oh, hey, if you do something wrong, it will disappear."
Yeah, but he has good alcohol, and I don't want to get kicked out.
Not only that, this is a world of magic. You don't think they have a way of testing that?
also, you've already had
Yeah.
you've already done it once. This
I can do it again if I expend a spell slot of level 2 or
Ooh.
higher.
Which you don't have.
I do have. That's
You spent them all. So that you
No,
couldn't
he was
use
spending his-
sending.
he spent his third ones.
I just said that. I never did that. I was just being a dick.
Okay.
I can get her in, Finn.
Well, then I'll just toss a gem behind his back. Like, well, that was a waste.
Okay. It's very pretty. Also, I'm sorry for breaking your nose. Bye. And she just walks down the street.
All right, we're still gonna have our conversation.
Yeah, but I'm a bit preoccupied. We'll get to that. Maybe.
Castor will pat you on the shoulder, Finn. And
I'll be
go on.
Now be careful.
Yeah, I know.
So I want to take a moment. Where is Zer right now?
Zereth's finished fixing up the wagon, as per the previous scene, and he wants to go get Soot, who is working on the animals.
Hmm.
And together, he's hoping that they can have a conversation as they hitch them up and get ready to ride out that night,
Okay.
which they need to do.
As you're walking off, you feel like there's kind of something stuck to the bottom of your shoe.
Okay. What is it? What does it look like?
Seems like a letter.
Okay, who's it from? Does it say?
Well, it doesn't say, but there is a very similar mark. It looks like your scar.
Okay. Um. Is there any indication of where I picked it up from?
Could have been anywhere.
It was probably placed by some stealthy little bugger.
It could have been placed in a very narrow passageway when coming like out of an area
Yeah.
around a bend.
Okay. What does it? What does it say?
It says you have survived 2 of my 3 first attacks. Congratulations. If you survive the 3rd, I shall leave you alone for 48 hours. Signed,
Soot.
the Silent Blade.
Soot, my trusty companion, where art thou?
Am I around to hear that?
Up to you.
I mean, I would have been by the cart hitching the animals, and like once they were hitched, Soot is sitting like in the cart like it is a video game. Like he is ready to go the second someone says like we are going. Like Soot is sitting in the ready location.
Oh, I definitely see that because that was the first place I was looking. And I jump in the second driver's seat. And Soot, I know this is a delicate subject, but you need to read this. And I hand him the letter.
Soot will look it over. Well, if he's tried twice and have I mean, we noticed the first one. Have you even noticed the second?
I think it might have been a sabotage wheel in the cart, and I take the letter back from them, and I tuck it away with the first one that I kept carefully in my breeches. But I don't know if they're going to follow. I thought you might have an idea if that was...
He'll follow, sure. This man will not stop until he is stopped, or this person. I can't speak to their gender, but I'm quite confused, to be honest. Because my main question, and I mean this in no offensive way, is why you? Why are you the one that's targeted? You're.
Well, the least tenuous connection that I can make is me to you, you to your father who has dealings with these types, your father to Zolom, and Zolom to Count Vagrant, and Count Vagrant to my mother, and my mother to me again.
That just seems a bit complicated to me.
does, but that's the only thing I have right now. Anyway, there's something a little bit more important that I wanted to discuss with you. I wanted your opinion on something. I don't know how to handle it. Every time I make a step forward, it's about Castor and Finn. They seem to be on better terms now, but it's not just Finn, actually. It seems as though every time Castor finds a new shred of hope, someone knocks him down a peg, and then someone blames him for it. And then he has to question himself all over again, then find a new Castor to be, and then do something else reasonable, perfectly reasonable, and then get blamed for that again, and then get knocked down a peg and find a new Castor to be, and over and over and over and over. He doesn't get a break. How do we let the others see? How do we let him see?
I'm not sure. I can't terribly speak to things, as I believe I was the first one to knock hope out of Castor. So
That
that's
doesn't preclude yourself.
but I mean, everything's. Oh, I suppose that's part of the problem, is that everything seems to be going okay so far. But
what happens when the next catastrophe befalls us and Castor takes the blame for himself again, and then somebody else doubles up on that, and then he takes himself down a peg again? He can't be there for us if he's constantly being beaten down.
I mean, we'll be there for him. I can't change the circumstances of life and things that happen, nor can I change his mindset. People that wish to be down on themselves will be down on themselves. That is taken from personal experience. But we can be there for him. We can help him stand up. And as much as I hate the things my father said, the most important step a man can take is the next one. And that is what we will push for. The most important thing Castor can do is to continue pushing forward. Every time he comes back, he comes back stronger. The way you make glass is by melting sand. The way we make a Castor is by melting the impurities out of him. And that's what's happening now.
I think that's exactly what I needed to hear. So, how fast do you think these goats can go?
The mules? Probably not too fast, but I mean, we could definitely push it. I'll be for that, mostly because we have goats. Okay, goats. I mean, it's still the same speed. I can push them as far as they can go, but I mean, I'd like to get some distance. I'm going to tell you this, and Soot looks around to see if Jay is around. Is he?
He's just sitting at the cart eating the fish that he's roasted
off
the cobblestone.
Watch this dude.
He's just
Watch
chilling.
this dude
He's
and
made
his
his own
bad
little
vibes.
hammock in
Hey,
the
you're all the
corner of
ones
the
who are gonna-
alleyway.
You guys are the ones who are cheering for him to punch me.
I mean, I am.
That was only me.
No.
Soot would
said
watch.
too.
Soot could. I mean, watching someone get punched is always kind of fun. As long as it's just gonna be one punch. Oh shit! Is this dude Saitama? Fucking watch out, Castor! You're about to get rocked. But so we'll kind of look at oh my god, Zare. Jesus, that name just flew out of my brain. And just mouth, I know who Jay is. Jay knows who I am, but doesn't know me.
There's just gonna say out loud because I don't think it'll make a difference, but also because it's awkward to think about that, and I won't. I'll just say it. I figured as much.
Would my question? I have a mechanical question. Would Zare know that he's just mouthing, or would he think that he's speaking normally?
I'd probably need to roll a perception versus a deception, but that doesn't matter, so we won't.
If no one else acknowledges it,
I would assume so. I was doing a test. I was mouthing to see if any of you guys would even be able to tell the difference. If I was mouthing or
I thought
talking.
you were talking with your mic
Nope.
off.
I was just mouthing.
There. I imagine just to be like super technical. There'd be like certain things like if a certain person spat when they used plosives, and they weren't actually spitting. Then
Also,
you'd be able to tell if they were mouthing.
Zare, I think, has a decent enough insight. If you see someone look around and then like talk about a person who is ostensibly pretty close, you're gonna like at least whisper.
No, I was just curious on it because I thought that'd be really funny if Zereth was just said
It was like,
loud.
yeah, I fucking bet you know that dude. Like
that guy seems like an asshole. He's like sitting right there.
So we'll just basically still mouthing this, like not speaking. He's technically above me in station, but not to a significant degree. But I don't want him to find out. He was a bit odd when I knew him.
So we'll just nod.
You'll kind of look over if you give him another glance. With him is a smaller girl. She has on a kind of a wizard's hat. Alongside her is a little newt. She's got a little small map of the area here in Tansum. And she seems to be selling a few of her pastries.
Oh, okay.
I just thought territory. Get her.
I thought he was like inviting more NPCs to travel with us. I'm like, no, we'll take all the NPCs, but they just have to go through our approval first. We will automatically accept them because that is who we are.
It's time to mafia this stuff. Go bust up her pastry stand. Say this is Martha's area, and then just knock
it's
over.
just like little ho-hos, like the little kind of treat stuff.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
And they're wrapped in wax paper, and she's selling them for like $1 each. So she's probably
Soot is gonna look to Zare though, just and ask, where is Callisto?
Does Martha see this?
If I hung
she's
out
going to
long
grab one.
enough beside
All
the
right, taking
cart
the
that was
copper
next
out
to
of
the
my.
2 alleys, would I have heard her? I mean, no, I wouldn't have.
Probably not. No. Yeah.
I thought
That's a good
I wasn't
blooper right there.
Would
I have heard her? No,
Okay.
you're deaf, Corey.
So before
I didn't actually mean to say here at first when I was trying to word that in my mind, but when it actually came out as heard because I was trying to visualize the alleys next to each other, and then I was like, okay, so they're behind walls and they were talking, so it was going that way, and then it was like, and then I fell off the wagon.
I mean, we could say that Callisto and Castor left, and Zereth would see Finn walking out of the alley.
Yeah. Another thing you might notice is like usually Callisto is all for kind of some treats, right? She usually does stick with Martha a fair bit. Usually sometimes too. Martha's out here buying treats from the little girl. And as the little girl comes over to you and asks if you would like to buy a treat, maybe you can kind of put that together. Also, would you like to buy a treat from the little girl?
Yeah, but I won't eat it.
throw it on the ground.
No, I'll put it
Mm.
like on the cart seat.
Okay.
But I
Fuck this kid.
don't.
It's homemade. It looks like it's got a little bit of what you would call like a synthetic chocolate. It's kind of not quite chocolate because it would require the chocolate seed, but this is like their version of chocolate.
But
On top of it is like a glaze, and in the dead center is more like this custard cream.
Soot will also take one, and then, at least out of view of the girl, will swap theirs and theirs.
Okay.
I don't like that, and you can see by the way that Zereth is looking at you that he doesn't like that.
Once again, Soot will just mouth poison, and then pop it in the mouth.
He
Why are you?
His
doing
eyes
stuff like
go
that when
wide.
Castor's not there.
his eyes go wide, and you know that Zereth knew that.
I'm gonna give a gold to the little girl and just get one. Just tell her to keep the change.
She'll be happy.
Jesus.
She'll kind of sit down once you've given her some money and she sees that she sold to most people here. She'll sit down on her cart, kind of pull the wrapping away and eat one herself.
Well, after seeing that, Finn's gonna undo the wrapping and eat it himself.
Okay.
Roll me a Constitution save.
No, you're fine.
Custard save.
I was gonna say I'm waiting.
Roll me a custard save. No, it's actually quite nice. The inside is kind of airy. The custard isn't too sweet while overbalancing the chocolate. It gives it more of like a fluffy, kind of soft and moist consistency without being too dry to the cake.
Wait, is this a cream puff or like an eclair, like a chocolate covered cream
It's
puff?
kind of
or
like one of
eclair?
those sweet rolls, one of those little chocolatey
Let
cinnamon
me
bun
guess.
sweet rolls.
Somebody stole your sweet roll. One of those?
I guess, yeah.
This is where we learn that Finn is deathly allergic to chocolate.
So I turn to Soot and I say, Martha's probably the last one who saw Callisto. And by the way, what was my code name? And he grins.
Oh, to be honest, I was going to go with Sandy because I couldn't think of anything at the time, and I just thought that would be one for you to kind of easily identify with. That wouldn't throw you off too much.
I like it.
Okay.
I like
So
it.
the last thing I'd like for us to do today, real quick. Jace, I need a Constitution save.
Yeah, baby. Cold shot.
Why did you do it when Castor's not there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no!
That's an
Why
8.
did you do it when Castor's
Can I get you to
not
roll
there?
me a 1d10, please?
Sure.
Why?
Yeah, Callisto's gone too, and she also has protection.
5.
Okay.
I have lesser restoration.
I need you to roll me one more Constitution save.
Okie dokie.
I am going to pat him on the back with Perendi's
Whoop.
bond. So that's
Okay.
a +1.
Okay, so 13, then I suppose I didn't. I'm
Okay.
trying to see if I've got anything, and I don't.
Do you have
Your stomach's
Indomitable?
gonna rumble.
No, that's
Your
level 9.
So your stomach is gonna rumble, and you're gonna be mid-sentence, and all you're gonna hear is
Oh,
and then with a Constitution of 13, you will shat yourself.
Very noble of you.
I am going to look at Zare and just kind of nod a little bit and just walk back into. Yeah, so it's definitely not a anywhere near naked in public kind of person. So we'll just walk, just with like the most swag you've ever seen anyone with a turd in their pants walk into the cart. A poisoned sweet. Hey, I've had worse, to be honest. Lore Brim cooking this is kind of the specialty of it. At least as of late. Anyway, I'm going to go burn
Oh,
these.
sweetheart, why are you walking funny?
Oh, absolutely, if you can do that. I mean,
Oh dear.
that's true. Thank you. I've got another change of clothes. Believe me, I didn't take this journey thinking I wouldn't need them. And so we'll just
Are you sure I could try and
walk
clean them
into
out
their
for
room
you?
and like come back out in dress clothes. Like that is their change.
I
of
mean, a
clothes,
good
is, like,
prestidigitation will
nice,
clean up most
like
messes,
even
dear.
nicer than what they wear. I'll look a little bit like a peacock, like a peahen, but till we get to Blarg, I think it'll be.
So, well, you guys are inside. Zer, what are you doing outside alone?
I
would be
I'm
out there too, so.
I'm watching Jay, and I'm also watching the goats who are probably looking at me like, "Did you just shit yourself?" but no, mostly I'm just watching Jay and the little girl and being like, I don't know how that was supposed to kill me. Not saying it, but just
Okay, perfect. I love that then. Can they get you a perception roll, please?
yeah. Wanted me alone. Natural 1,
Oh.
7. I'm gonna use my
So,
inspiration.
As you're sitting there, okay, yeah,
Can I
sure.
use my inspiration? Okay.
You may.
Can I, if I see him looking around, can I just give him bardic inspiration?
That's
Oh.
a jeez.
I
Wow.
inspiration for
Now are we
natural.
wondering why we might want to go to Foundry?
That's
Kind of let him
meant to
re-roll
be.
that for you.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Can I reroll with disadvantage?
Just get the luck feat.
I mean, this is 2 already. I don't want to.
Let him
Okay,
hit the
that's
third
fine.
one. Let him
That's
get
okay.
777.
What? How about I get inspiration back from doing the recap, but I don't use it this turn, and we just go with the ones.
Okay,
Okay, I'm fine with that.
I'm good with that. So you're just kind of.
I'm just pretending I didn't use the inspiration.
So you're like, oh, it's not meant to kill me. What the hell were they thinking? You know? And you look down and you see a mouse, and strapped to that mouse is a very weird device. And in that weird device is a red liquid mixed with a crystal. And there seems to be a section in between them that is shattered after a certain amount of time. Once those red liquids and that black liquid confuse, kaboom. So, I need a dex save from you, please, with disadvantage.
Okay.
How big is this explosion?
About the size of a hand grenade.
That would mean the little
meters?
girl.
Oh, that's so
Oh
bad.
shit.
What?
This may have to be a
That's
thing
an 11.
later. What will this do to the structural integrity of the cart / magic guild hall?
Well, the guild hall will be fine. That's just a
Okay.
key. That is that magical item. The cart might maybe get some surface damage. So the thing from most of what a hand grenade is shrapnel. So for like a cart that doesn't mind a few roughed up corners and a couple of scratches, the cart will be okay. It's the shrapnel that rips through the human body that makes it so damaging.
Oh yeah, shrapnel's a son of a bitch.
Yeah. And he will take about 7 points of shrapnel damage as the thing explodes in front of him.
Okay. That's not bad.
That is it.
A woefully ineffective assassin.
Or is he just whittling him down?
Well, that's his third attempt to kill him, so.
Is it?
Yeah. Yes.
Or is it just like... Because see, you got to
it's-
think
it's
about
his
it this
third-
way.
It's his third attempt to kill him, Corey. It is. It's got to be.
I mean,
The
okay,
beginning
well,
of-
first off, I would know more.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it is. It's 100% is.
It's... You know what, I can't say anything, because I'm going to let you guys have your own opinions and thoughts. But okay, sure.
Yep.
He's a really shitty assassin.
100% the
Shitty
worst
assassin.
assassin who's ever lived.
Why poke the bear?
But you have heard his name.
I hadn't. I only heard it because Soot knew it.
Yeah, I'm just messing
silent.
around.
Silent Blade, who's
I
that?
think that though, after the explosion, there's a commotion. You'll kind of sit up. Your hair is pulled back, a little bit of a singe going on.
Are his balls okay?
His balls are fine.
Okay.
His shirt needs a bit of mending. It's got a couple of burn patches through it. Unfortunately, there's a small burn hole from your letter from your partner.
Okay.
But I mean, most of the letter's still there, so you can just kind of picture. Yeah. I think that's a good place to end it for the night.
Hell yeah.
We need to get out of this place.
Thanks for listening to this episode. Don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss an episode, and comment so we can bring more people to join the story with us. We want to thank Syrinscape as we use their sound systems for our sound effects and music. Check out the description if you want to know exactly which sets we used this episode. Thanks to Kobold Press, we use their monster write-ups to keep our players on their toes and you listeners on the edges of your seats. Join us next episode as we continue our story.